Hello, welcome back. GovDoc Breakdown, where we don't believe in telling you what to think. We just break down the government documents being released and let you just make your own decision. So April 17th, another one here, we got Presidential Executive Order Restoring American Seafood Competitiveness. So Broadstrokes, the president wants to basically revamp America's seafood industry by cutting back on burdensome regulation and fighting unfair international trade practices that hurt U.S. fishermen. Fisher people. I was doing some research. So 91% of fisher people are fishermen and 9% are fisher women. So, shout out to the women out there. That's a rough job. So why do they want to do this? The U.S. has over 4 million square miles of fishable territory, which, to put in perspective, the entire landmass of the United States is 3.8 million square miles. So the fishable territory is more than the landmass of the United States. Kind of interesting. So the executive order is saying that the federal regulations and foreign competition are not allowing the fishing industry to thrive. And currently around 90% of seafood in the U.S. is imported, and that is resulting in a $20 billion seafood trade deficit with other countries. Also kind of interesting there. So the U.S. will now prioritize domestic seafood production, reduce regulatory barriers on American fishing, fight illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing abroad, and protect U.S. seafood from unfair international practices. They will do this by slashing red tape that limits fishing, modernizing how we track and manage fish stocks, promote U.S. caught seafood in grocery stores, exports, and government food programs. Also kind of interesting. They will fight unfair imports, especially from countries that violate labor or fishing laws, and reconsider closing U.S. water to commercial fishing unless it's truly necessary, which lines up with the Memorandum video we did earlier. So, you might not think this is a big deal, this whole fishing thing, like who really cares, but to put this in perspective, this is actually where the whole Somali pirate thing came in. So foreign fishing vessels came into Somali waters and started extracting their fish, which led them to reduce supplies and not being able to feed their families, which snowballed into them basically becoming pirates and taking revenge on these foreign vessels that were coming into their waters and stealing their fish. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. All right, have a good one.